I think I can explain it. Basically, what we're saying is if they're doing these horrible things, there's laws in place. Like you could sue them, you could take them to court, you could file charges on them. You have screen recordings of what they do, I'm sure. Like handle it, shut them up.
You
But
can't. That's the problem. Otherwise, they would
okay,
have been shut up.
but
That's the
listen,
problem. It is cyberbullying, but do you know how effective cyberbullying cases get sent to the court systems and how much that they don't really care about cyberbullying cases? It is so difficult to try a cyberbullying case or harassment case online. It's difficult, which is why everybody always threatens it or everybody gives out this information of doing it. And there's nothing. I've had my life threatened on this app, and I've called the FBI twice on people who have threatened my life on this app, and nothing was done about it. This is what
but they have a reporting. They have a reporting area on this platform for you to report it and say what's going on is threatening, it's inappropriate, it's and start there and then work your way up. And then other people will.
So this is when you guys aren't listening to the people who have actually dealt with these things. So yes, you can report the people on the app. The people who have threatened my life are still on the app. There is really nothing for women to do when they are being consistently harassed. So you can block the person all day long. Do you know how many accounts Mono has? Do you know how many troll accounts this man has? I've had to block several. So it becomes a thing. Now it becomes women being silenced and pushed out of spaces and then saying, oh, well, deal it off the app. You're telling women who are being harassed and constantly mocked and harassed and yelled at and talked about to have a private conversation with a person who
that was just a suggestion. Okay. I don't want you to get upset and think that like I'm against what you're saying or trying to victim blame or all these terms. I'm like, I don't get the memo. I'm from the hood. So I just talk like kind of straightforward. And I know there's like a list of words that we're allowed to say and not allowed to say in phrases. And let me just be very clear. I'm a feminist. I'm very much a strong woman's woman. I stand up for my sisters. I don't believe in, I'm just me. So I'm not like trying to say silence a victim or whatever the terms are that you're using. I'm not doing that. What I'm saying is what's being done right now to handle it is not working. I'm just giving suggestions. I'm not saying have a private conversation with your aggressor. I'm simply saying what's happening is creating further division, and it's making a mockery of activism and like putting our people together and bringing us together and really fighting the real oppressor. Like, what's the solution? So this banter that everyone's going like this from a native on a reservation, an indigenous person that is a singer, he's a teacher, a medicine man, literally sent me a long ass after I went off on Mono and Manny about how they're wrong for what they're doing and how they're acting and how they're behaving. After I did that, thanked me profusely for saying all of the things that I'm saying. He said, and I'll send you the copy, BGP, of what.
You know how many times he's thanked women who have gone up there and told him to be peaceful and stop attacking women? You know how many times he did that with me? He's done that with the toxic gatekeepers who's confronted him. He's done that with several women.
Okay, but don't you think, my sister, my beautiful, I love you, my beautiful sister, but don't you think talking about them and giving them a bigger platform, don't you think it's like growing their platform? If you guys just quit talking about them.
Neither of their platforms have grown. They've lost followers.
Right. Well,
facts.
Right.
That's facts. So, guys, I think the solution is to stop bringing up their name.
Right. Go ahead, Chappies. Go ahead, Chappies. I'm sorry.
Yeah, go ahead, Chap.
To me, the more we talk about them, the more we debate about them, the more we put their names out there. Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Jesus. I don't know what happened. Can y'all hear me?
Yes. We can hear you.
Okay. To me, the more we talk about them, that's giving them more power. We need to just drop them. Do not even bring them, mention them. Because all we're doing is sending them our energy. And when we send them our energy, they get bigger and bigger and bigger. And their egos get fatter and fatter and fatter. So the minute you stop paying attention to what they're doing, okay, so they did this. I've been a victim, not of them, but of other people. The minute you stop
Me
mentioning
too.
their names, stop giving them a platform, it's going to go away. Is that the right way to do it? Maybe not. But the only way to clear it up is just to stop talking about them. Leave it alone. It happened. Whatever happened, I'm not sure. I wouldn't want to be a part of that.
It didn't
To
affect the
me, it's
way I
just
see
if
you,
we stop
BGP.
mentioning their names, the minute they know that nobody is paying attention to them no more, that's when they're going to stop.
So
That's when
also,
it'll stop.
if I
It's
was
proven
if I
fact.
was
The
sitting
less
here
energy you
having
give them, the less they're going to have anything to say.
yeah,
You
and also
know?
if I was sitting here having this conversation with you, Notorious, and you were saying, okay, this happened to me because I'm an all female, all strong woman. I'll back you. I'll come. I will buy a ticket and fly to you if I need to. I have no problem with that.
He will.
But what I'm going to tell you right now is if you get on here and you say, this is happening to me, here's the solution and here's how I need help, I'm all down for it. I will
Yeah.
give you solutions. I will give you options. But if you're coming on and you're saying all this is happening and I have no solution for you to help me with, what are we supposed to do? Like, how are we supposed to help you is what I want to know. What is it you want?
Okay,
And what is positively help you?
So
Not a bunch of negativity, but positively help you.
okay, so
I'm all down for it, period.
Me
So
too. I
I
got your back.
understand this is the first time you and I have ever had a conversation or met. I do get that. So I'm sure you're not aware of what I do or my content or what I speak up.
Yeah,
of.
I suggest you look at it. She's
So I have been saying for months and months and months to stop giving these men platforms. This has been something I have consistently said over and over and over and over and over again. And I have been silenced over it and talked about and told I am the toxic one, like certain people in the comments right now, like Opium, and blamed for their behavior because I have been making people aware of leaving them alone, stop giving them platforms, stop listening to them because they're nothing but pathological liars. But I was silenced and not listened to or nor believed. Now, also, I will say this. The reason why I'm saying the things I'm saying about how we need to be careful about telling people who have been victimized by these men is not making them out to be a victim. They are a victim, but they are also survivors, and there's a difference. The reason why is because, one, I have extensive background and experience working in the ER and dealing with victims of abuse and all of those. I have extensive background in being a psych nurse and dealing with victims and psych patients and these types of behaviors. So this is why I'm saying, as women, we have to be mindful about how we tell other women how they deal with the trauma that they're dealing with, because not everybody deals with the same. Now, we can encourage things like seek therapy. We can encourage things like maybe taking some breaks to kind of reground yourself. We can encourage those things, but ultimately, we cannot sit there and fault them for how they deal with their trauma.
nobody's doing that here.
Nope,
I'm not
not
saying
at all.
what you guys are doing, but at the same time, we also have to be mindful of like downplaying things to saying, and I know it's not intentional, but downplaying it into something where the drama, it's not drama. It's literally men taking advantage of women and using women to harm other women and acting, and it's a game for them. It's a dangerous game that these men are
Yeah,
playing.
but they can't play it alone. BGP is what I'm saying.
Right, but my
Like, they
point
can't
is
play
when
that
you
game by themselves.
please listen. When you downplay it as just drama, then that's what it becomes. And then guess what happens? The three women that were calling it out at the beginning with both of these men, it's now turned to 30, 40, 50 plus women because everybody kept downplaying it as drama. It was not
But
drama.
BGP, in all fairness, you can say that that's not the definition of it, but people
Those are
are,
assaults.
first of all, a book doesn't come out once a month that says we're no longer allowed to say bloodline. We're no longer allowed to say this. We're all old school, like legit. When I'm thirsty, I say I'm thirsty, and I got kids saying, "Oh, mom, you can't say that." Nah, bullshit. I'm gonna say that.
What does
But
that have to do with what they're doing?
I'm getting there. I'm getting there. What I'm saying is, when you make it seem like by us saying, "Hey, this drama is like divisive," or this drama, we're not downplaying the victims. We're saying that's how everybody is viewing it. Like, not everyone's looking at this and going, "We hear them, and this is their victims." And then you go to Manny Amano.
That's not what you guys did, though.
What do you
Is it
mean?
because Did you not go and tell some of these women to stop with the drama? But have you heard everything?
Absolutely.
Have you
Yes,
heard
because
every
yes,
single woman's
the reason
stories
I'm
of what they've
saying
been
that,
dealt with?
yes, I have an answer for you. The reason I'm saying that is because I, like everybody else in the hallway passing by watching, we don't know or care. Not that we don't care, but when we're passing by and we just hear like, and then he did this and then he did that, everybody thinks automatically there's two sides to a story. So I want to be curious as to hear what they have to say. So then they go into their live and they want to hear, and then sure enough, you go into their live. As much as you guys are talking about them, they're talking about you. And as much as you guys have receipts and screen recordings, they got receipts and screen recordings.
They
So
don't
now the
have
person in
receipts
the
or screen
hallway, wait,
recording.
listen, hear me out. Now the person in the hallway isn't going, I'm feeling like they're the victims. They're going, yeah, this is all drama. So you can't fault me for saying, hey guys, it's looking like drama, because the victim is the person that went through it piece by piece, moment by moment. None of us have went through that. We're just seeing it all play out, and not a lot of people are privy to what's been going on. So you can't fault someone for looking at it like drama, because that's what it looks like.
So the most
Can I say something?
one
Sure.
yeah well
Yeah,
real quick.
let
Let
her
me
go
just
first and then you
let me
can
just say
go.
this real quick. One, the better option to, and this can be a learning experience for everybody. If that is what you're seeing and you don't want to be involved in that, then don't get involved in the other side. Just walk away from it altogether if you're viewing it as drama. But if you're actually trying to find out what happened, actually go in and ask the questions like, what is this stemming from? How is this happening? What is actually going on? Versus just kind of listening out in the hallway and not really knowing the whole scope. So take it upon yourself to either learn about everything that's going on and asking the questions before automatically dismissing it as
Okay,
drama.
let me
But
ask.
if you're going to
but
dismiss
Let
it
me
as
ask a
drama, then
quick
dismiss
question.
all of it as drama because there's no need to hear either
Okay,
side of the story.
let me
But
ask
who
a
are we
quick
asking?
question. Like the guy,
But
the indigenous brother
can,
in North
can
Dakota,
I,
what is
uh,
he supposed to? Really quick, what is he supposed to think? What if they're looking for a community, and they don't want to spend their life asking a girl specifically, what did he do to you, and then what happened, and then what did you, and then go to them and say, okay, she said this. Nobody wants to do that. No,
And not
people are looking for a community because they want to bring their community together, like I do, like that gentleman, like Strange does, like we all do. When we go into it and we hear this going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, everyone's gonna be like, that sounds like drama. No, no offense to a victim. We're not saying that. It's just we're in the hallway looking, and not everyone that's looking for a community to link up with and be strong with are gonna want to take the time to hash through the mess. All I'm saying is, if they've done something that crosses lines, give them no energy. Don't talk about them. Don't say their names, because nothing you're saying is doing anything but lighting their fire to keep talking. Because if people do take the time to listen to you guys and then go listen to them, they're saying the same types of things.
answer.
No one cares. No one cares. But if they're talking shit and then I go into your live to see what you guys have and you guys are talking about activism, I'm be like, these guys are clowns. These girls don't say shit, don't mention them, don't say nothing about them. They're effing clowns. These guys over here bashing these girls, and all these girls are talking about is unification. Do you see what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. I'm a girl's girl. I got you. I have your back. But I'm just saying, when it comes to the grand scheme of things, you're thinking that people are going to care more than what they do, especially if they're looking for a platform. I want to give him a chance to talk because I cut him off. Go ahead. Mark, you wanted to say something?
you're on mute.
Yeah, you're muted if you're trying to talk. If not, I'm going to go to Chappies because she's been waiting. Mark, did you
Unmute your mic.
Okay, go ahead, Chappies. Mark's not talking yet. Do you want to talk, Chappies?
Okay, this is my thing. And by no means, I mean, I'll probably get some backlash for say, can you hear me?
Yeah.
I will probably get backlash for what I'm about to say, and I'm okay with it. At the end of the day, this drama, these men are doing what they're doing very wrong. very unacceptable, and it's very inappropriate. But at the
I
same
agree.
time, if us women, and I include myself in there because I'm a woman too, if we just didn't feed into what they asked for, if pictures were exchanged, then the female agreed to send the pictures, not knowing what was going to happen with them. You know, if they would, if us females would respect ourselves just a little bit more and save those kind of pictures for the intimate moment, and not just send them out to just whoever out there because you think they're cool or whatever, you want to try to get them, then all this BS wouldn't be happening. We start the fire by sending those pictures. We start the fires by creating the thing that's gonna maybe explode in their face and come out into the light on social media. You know, so if we were to just respect ourselves a little bit better, wear our crowns on tightly, and have a little bit more self confidence in ourselves as females, and say, you know what? Because I've been asked for pictures, and I straight up say no. Because if I can't respect myself, who will? Who will respect you if you're going to be doing that? That's where the start happens. The minute you send a picture not appropriate, is for adult. That's something you do with your partner. That's something you do in the bedroom in an intimate moment. That's something you send over online. You're opening up doors for many, 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 many evil things to happen.
So you're
By
victim.
no means am I, like I said, having their back.
No,
I
that's
don't.
not.
I don't agree with it.
Exactly what that is. That's like
No.
saying,
But
that's
I
like
will.
saying
I'm a
the bro
survivor.
who's walking around
I'm
in
saying
a
I'm a
short
survivor
skirt
because I
No,
do
no,
take
no.
who
She's
got
not.
accountability.
That's wrong what he
assaulted.
did. I called. No, that's not true, BGP. That's
So if you're
wrong what he
saying that
did.
even if a woman sends pics, it doesn't matter regardless of what the reason behind sending the pics are, and then it gets exposed, that's her fault. That's
No,
victim
that's
blaming.
not what she. That
That's
is not
exactly
what
what
It's
she's
she's
not
saying.
saying
victim
at
blaming either.
It
all.
That's
is
not
very
That,
much victim
it's
blaming.
it's really
No,
not
wait,
because what
that's
she's
not.
saying
I'm not
is
blaming any
what she's
victim.
saying is as a movement, us women need to make
yeah,
better
she's not
choices
saying that at
and discuss
all.
these choices.
So it's weird because you guys call yourself feminists, but then you're telling women that they shouldn't be who they
Yeah,
are,
we
do
need to
things,
respect
and they
ourselves.
should take
No, that is
accountability, but
not
you not holding the men who are
BGP.
actually doing the wrong thing
BGP. I
accountable.
didn't pick that up from her. I 100% am a
Not at
feminist.
all. I
Have
don't
done
make
a
light
lot
of
for
anything.
women in my community. So 100% I am. But what she's saying,
You know,
she's old school, first of all. This is a senora right here. And what she's saying comes from her generation, her thought, and I respect that. What she's saying is if you know that men can be vicious like that, which they can, if you know that putting that out there could potentially cause you harm, she's saying protect yourself as a woman.
Yes.
That's all she's saying. Look what happened to her. I don't think that's right at all. In fact, I'd be calling my brothers if he did that to me.
yep.
So please let me be clear. I'm not confusing what's wrong with what should have been done. I'm very much aware what should happen to him for what he did to her. So make no mistake of how I feel
Right.
about that. But what I'm saying is lesson learned, I hope. Like if you're gonna put yourself out there, know what you're dealing with. Men can just like women, men can be vicious. So
Okay,
can
so
women.
here's the thing, right? And this is where I'm saying that you're not holding the men accountable, and what you're doing, and this is why it is victim blaming. So when a predator is literally going after vulnerable people who have disabilities,
Wait, I straight up did say
so when a man, a predator, or even a female,
I'm straight up just saying men
So
are
I haven't
today.
spoke at all. I haven't spoke at all. So when a man is a predator, the men should step up and clean them up. Like I don't even know who you guys are talking about. And like you got to a woman, we have to respect them and stuff. But I understand what she's saying. Like you don't want to set yourself up to where things blow up and people get hurt.
I
That's all
mean, these
she's
are
saying.
things I told
Exactly.
my daughter.
literally victim blaming.
She is holding men
It's
accountable.
not
is
victim
not.
blaming. It's saying females as a whole, as a whole,
Because
as a
I
whole.
don't know.
Why
I don't
society,
know.
this is
Yeah,
why we still
but
have to do
Mimi,
the things to
I think
protect
both
Wait,
ourselves
let's
sides.
talk one
because
at a
we
time.
don't
Wait,
hold.
Yeah, one
I
at a
want to
time.
talk one at a time.
So I don't
Go
know.
ahead and let Strange finish
I don't really
talking, and then
know.
BGP you can respond.
I don't really know too much about what's going on. I just know that there was pictures, and I know that there was a lot of cops and drama and all that stuff, right? So, like, what Chicana's trying to do is get us back on the right focus of things, and I believe, like, I have told him that it's our duty as a man to hold another man accountable and discipline him accordingly, whatever it has to be. And that's where the problem is right there, because women, and I'm not saying they can't, like, women could hold a man accountable and do the same thing, but try to reverse it. If I was trying to hold a woman accountable to something, it would be looked at differently. So you got to allow the men to hold him accountable instead of trying to be the judge, the warden, the cop, all in one, the executioner. You gotta lean on. I don't know if your situation, but my women could lean on me and they could count on me. So that's all I want to say. Brown
Thank
pride.
you. Appreciate that,
Yeah.
Strange. BGP, I'm gonna. Oh, Mark,
Look, this is what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna put myself out there as an
Wait,
example.
hold on, Choppies, really
Okay,
quick.
I'm gonna-
Mark's been waiting to talk. He hasn't talked at all. So just give me a minute. Mark, go ahead.
Yeah.
Yes,
Strange kind of took the words out of my mouth right there.
that's fine.
Um, yeah, he's absolutely correct. Women shouldn't be attacking men. Men shouldn't be doing it first of all. Like, okay, like for myself, right? My platform is kind of, I really don't have a platform, right? I just open up live, let people join, do their thing, and enjoy the environment. And but when it's time to really, put somebody in their place when they get a hand, we just eject them. We don't sit there and argue with them. End of the day, we're behind the screen. You know what I mean? Like, where there's nothing we could really do about it. We could have a discussion, a civilized discussion with the person. But at the end of the day, what's that gonna do? What are you getting out of it? You're just giving him gratification. I
Yep.
mean, you're giving him more power instead of empowering the woman. You're giving him the power because now you fell into his trap.
Yeah,
You fell into giving up all your energy to that person, regardless what you're saying, regardless how civilized you may be or educated or whatever you're wording. All the energize is going to him. Period.
Simon.
You know what I mean? Why even entertain it from the beginning?
Just
Yeah.
allow people like the homie Mark, Harsh up there. You gotta allow us to address it in our community.
Yeah, yeah. Because if I see it,
We used to
if
call
I
them.
see that honestly, if I see somebody attacking another woman and I'm on the live, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm gonna step in.
exactly. And I have.
You know
I
what I mean?
got.
I'm not gonna be like,
Right.
hey mother. I'm not gonna use cuss words. I don't get out of pocket. But if you ever see me get out of pocket, it's because I lost my temper, and I'm not. I'm more upset about myself than anything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
I let that happen.
I've gotten
You know?
loud because that's the only way sometimes to get their attention. But if
Yeah,
you
but
if you have
hey,
heard me
Strange,
go on
but
my
you
little
still
rant,
you,
I don't
yeah, but you
call
still
them a
you
name or
still
nothing. I
but
don't
you
disrespect
still you're still giving them energy. That's the thing, you know what I mean? You're still giving them what they want. You
Yes,
know what I
sir.
mean? Like, but why give them that? And then
Yeah.
like BGP was saying earlier, I hear you, I
Uh-huh.
understand you, where you're coming from your perspective,
Me
but
too.
at the same time, me, I hope you don't take it offensive, but it
No,
seems
no.
like, no, I'm talking about that the lady under you.
Okay.
BGP.
I hope you don't take it offensive, but it seems like you're like to attack men.
So
You know what I
can
mean?
I
That's how I
can I
took it
say
a little
something,
bit.
Mark? Can I say
Yeah,
something
go ahead.
to BGP?
Yeah.
So I've been on this app now like a year.
Of liking to attack men.
Yeah, just real
Yes.
quick, I'm gonna just throw it out there, and I hope you take it correctly. So I watched you in a couple lives, and I'm not lives, yeah, in lives and posts and stuff. And then I messaged you that, hey, maybe you are change your energy and focus somewhere else, and because these guys they're worthless, they're a waste of time, and you immediately attacked me. I'm not trying to point fingers. I'm just trying
I don't
to.
have any messages from you.
Yeah. Well, tell her, Chicana.
No, he showed me because he
So how
knew
did I attack him?
Well,
no
you didn't
listen,
attack
I'm
me
just gonna tell you
per se.
no
What it was
No, no,
was
no, no, no,
I
no.
was
You're
trying
good.
to.
You said the word
Yes.
attack.
Yeah,
So
yeah. Let
well
me.
that's how he
I
felt.
attacked you.
I
Let
know
me let me
BGP,
tell you real
listen,
quick. Let me say it, Chicana.
go ahead.
So
What did I say?
I was trying to reach my hand out to maybe calm you down and be like, hey, there's other things we don't have to worry about these foods
Because he's a
about.
fan of yours.
No, they're not fans of mine.
No, I'm saying
Oh,
you were
I
a
don't. I
fan
don't.
of
well, I
hers
was a
I
when
fan
you
don't.
of
reached
yours.
out to
Nobody.
her.
Please don't
You
say.
caught me.
I'm not.
I'll tell
Nobody's
you
not
where
a
you caught me.
fan.
When you put a post and you were talking about the different ways of creation, and I found love right there. I was like, oh, she's awesome. And then
Yeah.
I seen you arguing with these people about DNA and shit, and then I messaged you. I was like, hey, maybe you should be wasting your time on these guys because they're, you know, and your power is needed elsewhere. And you told me, don't tell me what to do.
Exactly.
Yeah,
But he
okay.
wasn't
That's
telling
just a
you what to
little.
do. He
I
was
don't.
I was
So
giving a suggestion. A suggestion.
I don't
Okay.
care for people's suggestions on what my platform is
I
being used
thought.
for and how I use my voice.
I thought.
okay. There you go.
It's
Well,
as simple.
I mean that's that. Like
Then what you're saying is you're not looking for a solution.
No,
What
that's
I'm
not at
saying is,
all what
look,
I'm saying.
I'm gonna put
Because
myself out.
so
I'm gonna put myself
how
out there.
so how no because now we're gonna now we're people are trying to dictate how I make my content.
nobody's
Nobody's
That
dictating
is
nothing.
so.
I
You
feel
see,
like
hold on. Can I
Please
say
don't
something,
cut me
please?
off.
No,
I got
ma'am, not at all.
a
I
whole
want
bunch
to
of
let her
stuff thrown
talk. I
at
want
Hey,
me.
you don't have to. You
Here,
don't have to yell.
I got accused of attacking men. I got accused of
no,
attacking
you're
this
not
person in
accusing.
his
He said
DMs
he felt
because I
attacked.
told him not to
He
tell me
said
what
he
I need to be
felt,
making my platform on.
but listen,
So no, he can speak for himself. At the end of the day, and this is what I'm going to say, and I'm going to be very clear about this, very clear. When I had my other platform, I will make my content on what I make my content on. It has nothing to do with solutions or anything else. What I feel I want to use my voice for, and if people want to make suggestions, you can make suggestions. Doesn't mean I'm going to take them. And it doesn't mean that you can keep on telling me, I think that what you're doing is wasting your time. You could think whatever you want. At the end of the day, it's my platform. It's my voice. It's what I feel is important that I want to speak on and that I want to bring attention to and what I
okay,
want to
wait.
educate on.
I
I'm not done.
apologize. I'm sorry.
I'm
Okay,
not done.
But you
Wow,
have
you
I
seem
somebody
like
want
you're
to
else
very
now
educate.
right
angry,
now doing the same
Notorious.
thing.
Very angry.
If I
wait,
want to
You have a lot of
educate
anger
wait,
people,
issues,
listen, you
man.
guys.
if
I'm
I
You
want
know,
to
gonna
you know what
educate
apologize.
people on
notorious
the
means, right?
topics I choose to
A lot of
educate
very
people on,
angry
that
issues.
is what I should be free to do as a woman, as
You're
an
free to do
indigenous
it.
woman.
You're free
So
to do it.
please don't cut me off. I didn't cut you off. At the same time,
Girl,
when
this
what you know,
girl.
at the same
Wait,
time
just
you want to sit there and
let
say
her.
I attack men. No, what happens is the men that have attacked me and I have called out have gotten upset for calling them out. And I'm not going to be told I can't use my voice to call somebody out. Do I talk about these men all the time? No, I don't. But when they get out of pocket, as they have been doing, and all of you men have said, let us handle it, none of you men have handled it.
All of you,
Well, I
man.
don't know about these guys because if they were in there, they would have said something. Yeah, I'm gonna say something really fast. I'm gonna respond to you, BGP, because number one, this my platform. Let me be clear, okay? My platform is all about unity and peace. My platform, what I choose to talk about, is bringing us together as a stronger people for the real oppressor. That's my platform, and I respect everybody that contributes
Yes,
to our
ma'am.
culture, including you, BGP. I respect you and I put you up there as someone that I really hold close to me personally. When I talked to Strange about this, he had expressed his admiration for what you do and how smart you are. And when he came to you, he felt, and you're over here saying things like we're victim blaming and which is not the case at all. That's not how I feel. How you're taking it, I understand, but how I feel is not, that's not what how I'm trying to come across. So if I set you straight, but you're still married to that, I can't change that in you. I'm not blaming no victim. I don't think it's okay. I've defended all of the girls on that side. All I'm saying is when Strange came to you and was just telling you from a good heart, a good place, and you told him, don't tell me what to do, you didn't respond politely or kind or like, I get it, brother, I understand, but this is what I choose. You didn't come at him like that. You came at him very angry. And I understand maybe because the men attack you or make you feel some kind of way, you thought he was
For
one
me
of
and
them.
how I
And
feel.
he wasn't, is
So
what he's saying.
first of all, I can't control how one perceives a DM because you can't perceive tone in a DM. So if you perceive my tone
Hold
in
on,
DM,
You
Mr.
got
Torius.
to
Let her
the
finish
point now
talking.
when he
Mr.
But
Torius.
you
lied to
automatically
you and
assume
said that you
you
made him
automatically
feel
Mr.
that
assume
way.
he's
Torius.
attacking you because you
Shigana
have
has the
you.
floor right now. Let's let her finish talking, guys.
But I just want to make this clear between me and BGP. But when he came to you just now, he was super kind, super sweet, even said to you, I was just telling you, don't even waste your time on them. Like he in defense of you. And I felt you attacked me about it by saying, don't tell me what to do. You didn't say, you know what, my bad. You said, that's right. Don't tell me what to do with the same energy. So you
yes.
can't, all I'm saying is, look, I don't even want that in here. I got love for you. These are my people right here that like we're all on the same path where we want to find solutions and bring people together. That's all this is. I don't want you to walk away from this life thinking that you were attacked or that we don't support you or that's not the case. I would be doing the opposite of what I preach. I'm simply saying to you, there's better ways to handle things as to not create further division. And that's it. My heart goes out to the victims of Mono and Manny. I myself, you have not been in there. You can ask him, you can ask Choppies. I have literally gone off on them. Off on them. If I pass their live and I hear them talking shit about women, the gentleman that was here earlier, I went off on him 2 days ago because of something he said and he profusely apologized because I don't tolerate talking shit about women in the way that they do. I don't tolerate that at all. I'm trying to get them to stop it. I'm trying to get them to stop doing that because it's not okay. I'm trying to come up with a solution. And I don't want you to walk away from this life feeling like all of these people right here in these boxes, I got mad love for them because they feel the same exact way. How do we fix it? Okay, it's a
Let
problem,
me
but how do we
apologize
fix
to
it?
Chicana, please. Let me
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
I want to apologize to you. I didn't. What I said was in the hopes of just. I don't want to say. Maybe I'm kind of nervous what to say now, but
Don't be nervous, bro.
yeah, man. This is. I just want to
Look at
apologize. I didn't.
Just
I
speak
didn't.
your
I wasn't
truth.
attacking you with this by bringing this up. So yeah, if you take it, I
nah.
hope you take it. And I hope everything's cool. But yeah, that's all I want to say now.
You know what? I ain't gonna apologize for anything because I don't
I just
feel
want
you
to
did
say one
anything
thing.
wrong. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
hold on,
Like
Chubbies.
when I said that you were attacking men, I felt like you were attacking all men. All men ain't the same, BGP. I don't know what type of trauma you've been through or what you have experienced in your life where you have be so aggressive towards men. I know you say you work in the ER, you see all these women coming in, you want to empower them, give them a voice. Hey, I'm all for that. You know what I mean? Not all men are like that. Okay, that's one thing you need to understand. You know what I mean? Now you're over here talking about don't cut people on, let me finish, and you're doing the same thing. Practice what you preach. You know what I mean? Don't be so quick to jump the gun and shoot somebody. You know what I mean? And that's the truth of it. Ain't nobody attacking you. We're here to see what's going on. I was just passing through to say hi. You know what I mean? And I seen this, and that's why I requested to come up here so I could see what's going on. And we got people in the chat encouraging you. Oh, don't do this, trying to be dramatic. You know what I mean? Like trying to blow shit up for what? That's the thing. The main thing we're talking about not to do, and you're doing. And these
Yeah,
people are
we
here in the
just want
chat.
you to have peace. You have
Yeah,
so
like
much
what's the
knowledge,
problem? What's the
BGP.
real
You're
problem here?
so fucking smart. I've learned so much from you, and I've looked up to you and I'm older than you, but I'm so proud of how smart you are and how far you've come. I just always feel like, damn, this girl, and we've had private conversations about it on the phone. We talked like for 2 hours on the phone, and I'm like, damn, I just see you as like a leader. I see you as somebody that can really shake up this movement. And I love you for that. But it does feel like you're so angry and so mad, and I get it. Point the person out that did you foul, and I got you, girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got your back. So does Strange. Like, we got you. But all I'm saying is there's got to be a better way than the way we're doing it, because I'm getting messages. I'm getting messages from indigenous brothers and sisters thanking me for saying what I'm saying. They're like, yes, please stop it. Tell them to
Hold
stop.
on, hold on, please. Please
Look,
stop
hold
speaking
on.
for me and why you think I am the way I am and constantly telling me I'm angry or I'm being aggressive
Okay,
because I'm
look,
not.
like I want to say something, right?
Yeah.
Look
No,
at
no, please
No,
don't
you
cut
see,
me off
no, no,
because
no,
you guys have
hold
literally
on.
come
no,
at
let
me
What
her
you
talk.
stating
No,
in the
I
chat,
don't want
So
to
I'm
slow
not
talk
getting a
over.
chance
Let
to
her talk.
speak and respond to
no,
all of
hold
you
on,
guys.
Nobody's cut
hold
you
on,
off.
Miss BGP.
I did
Okay,
not
there's
cut
people in
any
the
of you
chat
guys
saying
off
that
at this
I'm
point, and
being
you're cutting me off
sensitive
again, Mark.
and
Okay,
that I'm
Mark,
over
let her
here.
talk. Let her
Sir.
respond, please.
So no, we're not going to do the whole angry woman trope thing. We're not doing that because that's exactly
Troll?
what's
Now I'm a
happening.
troll? I'm
No,
a troll
don't,
now?
Mark, don't say
Oh,
I
nothing.
okay.
said
Don't, just let her
trope,
talk.
trope. Maybe listen.
That's how you're
So
taking it.
maybe listen. Okay.
BGP,
So
let's
because
be peaceful.
you're too busy being mad at me right now, and then you're calling me emotional, which
I
is
am
Nobody's
mad.
crazy.
mad at you.
Ain't nobody's
So
mad at
I
you.
literally started this whole. First of all, I didn't even
Who,
start
who-
this conversation. That's
who's
number
mad
one.
at you?
Can
Who's
you
being
please let me
Nobody's
emotional?
mad.
finish,
No,
sir?
hold on.
Can you let me finish? Because
Go
you
ahead
made
and
all
let her
kinds of
finish, Mark.
accusations on me. So please
Go
stop
ahead,
cutting me
BGP.
off and gaslighting me. Thank you. Now, I didn't even start this
Yeah,
conversation.
everybody mute your mics, please. Everybody mute your mics and let's let her talk.
I didn't even start this conversation. I just scrolled into the live and you automatically requested for me to come up. And I didn't even know what the topic was. You guys weren't even talking. But then when I came up, you brought in the conversation on Mono and Manny. You started this conversation, Indigenous Chicana.
Yeah.
This was not a conversation you want to talk about and preach about not bringing up a platform, because this was not a conversation that had anything to do with you. You're not somebody who was victimized by these men. So then you shouldn't have brought up the conversation in the first place. And we could have had a whole totally different live on
Do
other
you remember
things.
what? Do you remember why I brought it up though? I wasn't
Again,
bringing up the
it doesn't
details.
matter if they were talking about me, which is the problem.
Um,
So again, there was
the
no
attack
reason to
stops.
bring the conversation up, was there? Why was the conversation brought up in the first place?
Okay, if I would have known that this would have gone this way, I probably wouldn't have brought it up.
But is not that the
But that
point that you
wasn't
guys
the
are trying to
intention.
make, is not talk about them, right?
No, listen, BGP. The conversation was brought up in defense of you, like to
But
tell
why
you.
was it brought up? That's
Okay,
what you guys weren't talking about it in the first place. It was
BGP.
an
Nobody.
automatic bring me up to the platform and start talking about something. I don't care if you guys are over there seeing people talk about me. I get it all the time. I see it all the time. People talk about me all the time. It's nothing new. This is where I think people need to understand boundaries. I have said to several people in several lives and even on my other platforms to stop going around and defending me. Stop, please stop doing it. I can defend myself. I can handle my own. When people start defending me, it adds to the crap that goes on and it adds to them talking more about me. And this is why it continues to happen. So please just stop trying to defend me. I'm good. I can handle myself. I don't need defense. Support is awesome. I don't need defense. I'd rather have support than defense. And then when it comes to people telling me how many people come to me all the time telling me what content I need to make, giving me suggestions on the things I need to do. It's not just a man thing. It's women, it's men, it's all kinds of people telling me how I need to run my platform.
Nobody's telling you how to run your
But you're not
platform.
understanding. When people come and give me suggestions all the time, it's because they want something out of me. They want me to conform to what they want me to do. That is not who I am, and that's not who I will ever be. I will run my platform. I will make my content how I see fit. I'm doing my content educationally. So when I'm talking about DNA, how many people didn't know the things about DNA until I brought it up? Instead of looking at it as something petty, because all I did was give facts and education, you looked at it as a petty argument wasting my time. But several people learned about DNA and how to understand their DNA results and how to start doing
We
their
said that.
genealogy so they can get to
We
who they
said
were.
that. We said that. I
But
said,
why? So this is why I say, please don't
okay,
come and
stop
make
yelling.
suggestions.
First
I'm
of all,
not
there's
yelling,
no
ma'am.
reason.
I'm not yelling. So please don't tell. I'm
Giving
not
it so
yelling, because
much
if I
fun on
was
your
yelling, I
platform.
would be much,
Serious.
much
Like
louder.
honestly,
I
you're
I
giving
am in
it too
a I
much of
am
a
in a
voice
room
here.
that
Like
echoes.
honestly,
I am in
like
a room
honestly,
that
like
echoes. So please
nah,
stop cutting
it's
me
too
off,
much.
Mark.
No, for what? You're speaking nonsense now.
I'm not
You know
speaking
what?
nonsense
You know
because
what?
you're
Like,
misogynistic, and I can tell
I
that right off
want
the
to give
bat.
people,
I don't
I
know where
want to
you've
give
been and
people their
what you've been
voice,
through. You know
but you're
nothing
a very
about
rude
me. See,
person.
somebody like
He's being
you has a problem
respectful.
with women
No,
like me. I
I
never
have a
said all
problem.
men. I
I have
never
a
Guys,
said
problem.
stop
all
Right?
talking
men.
over each
Yes,
So if
yes.
other.
you were
You're just a
triggered,
man
that's
hater.
your
That's what you
problem.
are. That's what
So
you
if
are.
you
You're a
were
man hater.
triggered, I
A
never
man
said all
hater
men.
trying
Hey,
to
So if
hide
you
stop.
behind
were
We're not
triggered,
educational
gonna
that's
do
words.
your
that. We're not
problem.
gonna do that.
Okay, Mark.
I never said all
Hey, we're
men.
not
So
gonna
if you
do
were
that.
triggered,
We're
that's
not
your
doing that. Don't
problem.
call her that.
Yes.
And that's the
Okay,
thing.
he's not gonna call you a man hater. That's dumb. Okay, BGP, I don't want to part like on bad terms. I
I'm
just
not trying
want
to
you
part on
to.
bad terms, but I keep
But
getting cut
listen,
off and I keep getting silenced and not listened to
I'm
when
not
I'm
trying to silence
explaining
you.
exactly what I'm saying, and then it becomes cut me off to defend what I'm saying. What you're there's nothing to defend. At the end of the day, if people want to take what I say in a DM and presume that tone, then what makes it any different if I presume the tone of you telling me how to do something? Because I get it all the time. So don't be the pot calling the kettle black. That's what I don't like. So if you're going to take the tone in which I initially responded as rude or hateful or not being nice, because apparently women are always expected to be nice and polite, if you took it in that way, then why is it not okay for me to take what you said to me as trying to tell me how I need to run my platform?
He wasn't okay.
But see, so there you go. He wasn't, but neither was I. I was not being rude until he came back and responded to me.
Okay, he was, but when he brought this to your attention, he
But I
wasn't
don't
trying to
care. I
like
don't
fight
know
with
him
you.
from anywhere for
I
him to
know,
be in
but
my
BGP,
circle to tell
in the
me
tone,
anything.
even in
And
the
this is where
tone,
now where you are then trying to defend how I am feeling right now.
I'm not trying to
And what
defend. I'm trying to
so
diffuse.
yes, that is what is happening. So you defending him, but then sit there and get mad at the fact that when I sit there and say this is
Can
how
I ask
I
you a
perceived
question,
it,
Notorious?
then that's wrong. So when I tell you, when I had 60,000 followers, I had people all the time coming to me saying, you should do this. You shouldn't do this. Stop making content on this. Start making content on this. Maybe you should speak more about this. Maybe you shouldn't speak about this at all. Stop doing this. Stop doing that. Start doing this. Start doing that. It's very annoying. It's extremely
I can
annoying.
hear
And people don't want to sit there. People want to make
I'm
excuses
gonna
like,
go.
oh,
Wait,
you're just
wait.
trying
I'm
to
just
be
gonna
nice.
go.
But at the end of the day, it's not about being nice and suggesting things. And yes, I understand intention versus impact and all of that stuff. So your intention may not have been to come off rude. Your intention may not have been to come off trying to tell me
Okay,
what to do
I'm
with my
gonna diffuse
platform.
this.
But the impact of that is the fact that people are still trying to tell me what I need